Hey guys, hope you're having a good day. Cobra J here, or Jason as some of you know me. I wanted to make an update video on this channel because I haven't really done that in the past, and we've gotten to a point where we've hit 100,000 subscribers, so I feel like there's a lot of people that don't really, know what the channel is about, or know me. I guess most of you have come from my YouTube shorts where I talk about comic books and stuff and kind of go through the plots. Those are super fun to make. And I'm going to be continuing those, but I kind of want to, give a little bit of a voice to the channel, because as I'm churning those out, it's hard to make full content, make full video content, which for me is kind of why I started in the first place. I wanted to make, some legit stuffs, and I feel like with YouTube Shorts, there's a very small window that I have to make cool stuff, and then I'm gone. I'm rambling already, but I kind of wanted to show you guys the plaque. All right, here we go. Here's the Cobra J 100,000 subscriber plaque. Every time I take it off this wall, it messes up, but it's fine. All right, here is the magic that has happened. Look at this bad boy. I could not have done this clearly without you guys. This is just holding this in my hand. I still have trouble believing that it's happened, but 100,000 Cobra J. This is something, let me just hold this. This is something that I have aspired to, as many creators do. A huge milestone for me, for anyone who gets this, but because this is something that you can't really buy. It's not something that you can kind of cheat your way to. At least if you cheated your way to it, if you bought views or something like that. But I did this on my own steam. A lot of people kind of, rightfully so, were like, you're crazy to keep pushing for this, especially after for so long there was kind of no big growth. There wasn't any crazy growth to where you'd be like, oh yeah, that's gonna happen soon. But here we are, and I truly just want to thank every single person that has subscribed and just watched a second of my content, because that all has led to this. Even if you're a person that hasn't watched a ton of my stuff, if you've enjoyed even one of my videos, that's like this, you're in this, you're a part of this. And I'm in a very interesting position because I've gotten a lot of my subs through YouTube Shorts, so I kind of feel like I still have to prove myself with the full videos. Something's in my throat. Let me put this back. Now the problem here is that there's some nails that are Anyway, as I was saying, I'm in an interesting position because I just got this plaque, yet if you're watching this video, it probably doesn't have a ton of views because most of my viewership is on YouTube Shorts. It can be frustrating because I know I've proven I can retain a large audience and create things that people consistently will come back to and enjoy, and I tried doing that with the full videos, but it takes a lot longer to do that, obviously, and in general they just don't get pushed out as much. But I really want to push for that in the next kind of phase of this channel, so I'm gonna keep uploading shorts, but I'm also going to be making a lot more full videos, going through comics, ranking movies, all that kind of stuff, because I feel like that's really gonna get this channel popping, and it's gonna be funner to make things like that, but it just requires a ton of time, so I'm very excited for that. I know a lot of you have kind of been asking me to start making what if videos again, and those are super fun to make. The thing is, with those, it requires a lot of writing time. It's a longer investment video wise, and those don't really get the traction that I think they deserve. But just looking back at the whole journey of this channel, my whole goal has been to prove that anyone can do this, and they can do it making videos about things that they love. It doesn't have to be the most clickbaity thing. You don't have to be trend chasing, basically. All the times where I've tried to do that, it hasn't been fun to make, and those types of videos typically don't do well for me anyways. It takes a certain bit of luck. I would say if you're a person that is aspiring to get one of these, whatever you're making truly has to be driven through passion. Even if you're not necessarily passionate about the content itself, it still needs to be something that there's a purpose behind what you're doing. Whether it's to make enough money just to support yourself and the people around you, that can be enough of like a motivator, but it can't just be soullessly like view chasing just for the numbers. It has to be something more, and that truly is why I've never given up. I started this channel in 2018 when I was 17 years old. I'm 23 now. I basically have just graduated YouTube school. That's kind of the for me, the amount of time that it took to kind of get my degree. I think I keep shooting myself in the foot. I'm always trying to make different kinds of videos. If you've seen my content throughout the years, the whole thing so far has kind of just been me trying to figure out what kind of videos I like to make, what kind do I hate to make, what kind of reactions do I like to get out of people. I like to make things that, you guys have an emotional reaction to. That's why I like the What If series. I've had people that are like emotionally moved by some of the stories that I've written, and it's so cool. Yeah, it's characters that aren't owned by me. It's Spider-Man and all this stuff, but it's so cool to know that I can kind of have an idea, write it down, record it, visualize it, and then you guys take that in, and now that's a story. It's non-canon. It has no effect on the Marvel universe, but you guys know that story in your head. And I don't know, that's just like a really cool thing for just a casual fan to do. I started YouTube because I just wanted to make videos. I just wanted to make things that I would want to watch. In the beginning, I just started reaction videos because I didn't have any equipment really. I had nothing, so I just did what I could, and I started doing little reaction videos. I just recorded it on an iPhone. It's very awkward. I'm super vulnerable there. Like I hate being in front of the camera. Even now, I'm a very closed off person, but I've gotten used to the camera at least. Back then, totally different story. Even in those first few recordings, I had my parents in the room behind the camera, kind of just like seeing what I was doing. I just remember the feeling of going to sleep that night and seeing on my phone, my first reaction video had like 100 views, and people were commenting such positive stuff. They were just like, hey man, I'm excited to see this movie too. Cool video, dude. And it was just this awesome thing of holy crap, I can actually make things and people can comment on it. And I don't know, I was expecting nothing. People watched it and I kind of got hooked. And so I kind of, since then, known this is what I've wanted to do. The only thing is, YouTube Shorts, I've gotten 100 million plus views on that category. YouTube Shorts doesn't pay as much as normal videos. If YouTube Shorts made a similar amount of money to normal videos, I'd be chilling right now. But that's not the case, and I kind of have to adapt, and it's pretty stressful because there's not a lot of once you kind of pick your thing on YouTube, you can't really move away from that. So my thing is Marvel stuff, and I'm trying to figure out how to make unique stuff within that category, I guess. And even when I recap a comic, I've never really watched comic explained videos, like those types of things, so it's all just my interpretation of how to convey that to a viewer. So I love picking out music that matches the scene. I get to kind of dictate how the comic flows and how you guys perceive it. I am a true fan. I'm more of a casual hardcore fan, if that makes sense. I don't know literally every single thing about Marvel, but I know enough to get some references, or I'm curious enough to want to go ask some questions about certain characters and then present that to you guys. And that's kind of how I blew up a little bit, I guess, in my eyes with shorts. I was just like, okay, there's a ton of people like me that love all this stuff, but they just don't have the time to read comics and all that stuff. And comics can be expensive. So I was like, okay, let me present this to just casual viewers and see what they think. And there's a ton of people that have watched my videos and have gotten back into comics, and that's a pretty cool thing. Now, this is all fine and dandy, right? It's like, sweet, we're moving up, we got the plaque, we've proven that we can make things that people like. But there is a problem with YouTube that I've kind of wanted to talk about, because it's something that not a lot of casual viewers know about, and I think you should know, just to be aware. Right now, YouTube is kind of screwing the lives of a bunch of smaller creators, and I'm not exaggerating that. YouTube is literally doing something to where they're taking revenue from smaller creators, and those people can't do anything about it. So what I'm talking about here is there's a thing that YouTube is hitting people with called the invalid clicks. They are notifying creators that they have invalid clicks, which basically means there's some suspicious activity going on, there's some bots or something on your channel. People are viewing advertisements in a weird way where it's not genuine. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 90% of your income. So let's say some person's making $100 a day. Basically, YouTube is taking most of that. They're limiting ads, and now that person's making $10. So some people earn their whole entire income through YouTube, and YouTube is kind of just axing that. There's no information about what specifically that person is doing. They're just saying, oh, something's wrong on your channel. Yoink, taking the money. And it's like, okay, well, can you tell us, can you say what specifically is wrong so I can fix it? And they're not giving any answers. Weird, sketchy stuff like that. This problem has been going on for more than a year now. I'm lucky enough that this hasn't happened to my channel, but that doesn't mean anything, because today, as I'm recording this, it could just happen and there's nothing I could do about it, and I would lose all the income that I'm making, which isn't a ton as it is, but YouTube would just be taking that and there's nothing you can do. Sometimes they even deactivate your AdSense account entirely, so you make $0. So it's a very bittersweet situation for me, because personally, I have family who have a channel where they make infinitely more money than me, and all of a sudden they don't. All of a sudden their income is taken away because, I don't know, they didn't do anything wrong, but YouTube is like, well, you did something and we're not going to help you. And we know it's kind of a bug. It's a bug on our end. There's no update, there's no communication. I'm kind of like in a weird spot where it's like, okay, cool, I got the plaque, thanks. But also, there are so many people besides my family members, so many people that are struggling to earn a living now when they've spent years of their life building up a business, building up a brand on YouTube, and then it just gets pulled away from them when they did absolutely nothing wrong. So it's weird, like, okay, thanks, I did this. This is like my personal achievement from YouTube. And they're like, congrats, creator. Keep creating, man. Do you remember your first whatever? Wow, we appreciate you. But also, tomorrow, we might just screw you over. There's nothing you can do about it. All right, see ya. Oh, you want to quit because you're not making any money? That's fine. Someone else will take your place. You're expendable. You're nothing to us. It's like that type of stuff where it feels very yucky. I hate to burst my own bubble in my own video going, hey, we did it. But this is the reality of what's kind of going on with YouTube behind the scenes. Nothing can be done about it right now. Freaking Ludwig, who is a streamer, if you don't know, who literally has a contract to stream for YouTube. He knows people who work at YouTube. He has connections. He's asked about it for his friends and stuff, and still nothing. So like, even a creator with millions of subscribers can go try to talk to YouTube and nothing will be done about it. So if you're someone that is, also aspiring to become a creator, be aware of little things like that. Try to format your stuff to where it can be crowdfunded, Patreon, stuff like that. I wouldn't even say members now, because YouTube can theoretically take away your ability to earn any type of AdSense revenue. Basically, your channel won't be earning any money. So it's it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. There's your little tidbit of YouTube creator drama slash borderline, I don't want to say criminal. I don't want to be on record saying it's criminal what they're doing, but they are still running ads, but they are still making money from ads, but also they're not paying creators. It's a whole thing. It's crazy. Funko Pop. I'm gonna see if I can put this in the link in the as like a product link, just because this is freaking cool. Look how cool this is. I've seen some people like hate on Funkos. I'm like, get out of here, man. Everyone's a nerd about something. People think they're cool because they're into cars and stuff. It's like, you're the same amount of nerdiness as someone who likes anime or freaking Barbie or Marvel, whatever. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling on because I don't make these types of videos. So I don't know when the next time I'm gonna make like a personal kind of video, but expect me to make some comic videos, some ranking videos, just explaining Marvel stuffs, discussing Marvel stuffs. We'll probably get into some DC things too, now that DC's actually building a universe. And I mean, you don't see any Batman stuff here. Where's the Batman stuff? I literally have this bad boy right here, Batman and Robin. Heck yeah, it's very dusty, but I used to play this thing on repeat. As you get older, you see a movie like this and you're like, maybe this isn't as good, but it's a fun watch. If you actually turn your brain off and you're just like, I just want to enjoy some Batman, this isn't the worst. There's worse. Have you seen The Flash? I've seen The Flash. Also, he might be the next Batman, but not. Oh, God, don't even get me started on DC, man. What is DC doing? everything regarding the DCEU, which is Man of Steel franchise, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, all that stuff. It's just, how did they mess that up? How did they mess up the DCEU? We didn't even get one single Batman movie in that franchise. What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Subscribe for future videos. Let me know if you want more chill, relaxed videos like this, where maybe I'm discussing a problem that's happening with Marvel or Disney, or movies in general, cinema. Because I enjoy talking about that stuff, but I just don't know if there's an audience for that, if that makes sense. Also, become a member on this channel. It really helps. You can join for just 99 cents. That's literally the lowest price that I could make it. You get to have a bunch of cool emotes. The more people that join, the more emotes I can make that you can use in comments and chat. And then you get an avatar next to your name. It's the Spider-Verse basically. So as time progresses, you get to be different spider characters. Supports the channel, supports me, and I feel like a lot of people are going to start joining more, because I'm going to start doing some live streams too, more chillaxed stuff, just to keep the channel going, keep things moving. I appreciate all of you watching. I hope this thing's recording, because it looks like it's glitched on my screen, but yeah, thank you guys very much. I'll see you.